Alright, what's going on, guys? Vector here, bringing you guys another story time, number 1 with Vector. Now, I'm going to be telling you guys the story of when I broke my leg at Apex. And so most of you guys probably know Apex is a trampoline place with a bunch of trampolines and stuff. And so how it started is me, my stepbrother, and my dad were going to go to Apex together. My dad wasn't going to jump on trampolines or anything. He was just going to drop me and my stepbrother off at Apex and then go back to work. So what happened was we went to Apex, met my stepbrother's friends there. We were just bouncing around and stuff, 15 minutes goes by of the whole hour we had there. We were jumping off the big wall of trampoline that there is there. I jump as high as I can onto the wall. I jump off the wall and I land with my leg rolled. Or not rolled, but my ankle is rolled, okay? And so since I was so high and I landed on the mat and not the trampoline, I actually had a compound fracture. And what a compound fracture is when your leg pops out of your, when your bone, pops out of your leg, or whatever part of the skin, and that's basically called compound fracture because the bone is sticking out of the skin. And both of my bones broke. And I was in shock. I did not feel any pain whatsoever. And my stepbrother screams, "He needs help!" And so what happened was that the ambulance came after 15 minutes of me laying there and blood pouring out of my leg. I guess there wasn't that much apparently because I was laying down, I couldn't see it, but my dad told me since he came back from work that he told me there wasn't really that much blood considering there's a giant hole in my leg. And so what they did is they were calming me down until the ambulance got there. And the ambulance, they gave me laughing gas. And if you don't know what that is, you probably do. It's like when you go to the dentist too, so you don't feel the pain. So you're feeling super loopy and stuff. They gave me such high of a dosage of laughing gas that I couldn't even, I felt like I was not living. I felt like I was just floating around. And so it felt weird though because I could feel a little bit. So when they were picking me up to put me onto a stretcher because I was going in the ambulance, I felt crunching from the leg in my stomach because I couldn't feel my leg, but I could feel my stomach. So I felt crunching from the leg in my stomach. Sounds really disgusting, I know. I've told this story a lot, anyways. So we were going into the ambulance and I could barely even talk. The ambulance dude was asking me questions and what my name was, and I could barely spell my name since I was so loopy and stuff. And so when we got to the hospital, I got taken to an emergency. Everybody, all my family members were there, or at least most of them, because some couldn't make it obviously, or some didn't get told that I broke my leg because it was such a fast and tragic thing. And so they put me into the emergency place, and they were gonna put they were basically gonna put a basic cast on my leg for the time being till I got surgery, because I had to get surgery. And so for the first little bit of that, I wasn't on laughing gas, and it was the most pain I've ever had in my life. I was in so much pain. So I took my laughing gas. I guess it still hurts because it was the most pain I ever had. And then I was supposed to have surgery that night, but for whatever reason, somebody else needed to get surgery, and so I had to wait till the next morning. And the next morning, I had surgery, and it was so scary going into the emergency room, to the ER as they call it, to get surgery. And so in the morning, what they told me, they asked me if I had any scars or anything else on my body, earrings or anything, that I smoke or whatever. And obviously, no, I don't smoke. And I had to clean my body with these weird, white things. And so we were going down and in the waiting room for the ER. That was just sad, very sad, because I was cheering up and I was about to go in there. And I guess they do a good job at making you not super scared when you actually go into the emergency room. You are scared when you go in there, because when you go in there, when I went in there, there's 20 people, 30 people in the room. Each person has a different job. To put you to sleep, what they did for me is I looked behind me and they said, "Can you read those numbers?" And within 3 seconds I was out, and I woke up. I was like, "Whoa, what?" And I woke up in pain because I woke up like maybe like 20 seconds early, and so when they were putting me on the bed again, because you have to go on these super skinny like bed thing to get the surgery done. You feel like you fall off, but when you wake up, you should be in the bed, the other bed that you were in before. But for some reason, I wasn't in it. I guess I woke up like 20 seconds early going into it, and so I was in so much relief that I had that surgery. And if any of you guys are wondering what I had done for surgery, is basically I still have it in right now, and this happened like about a year and a half ago. What happened was I put a metal like plate in my leg, like not an actual plate where you eat off, like a metal strip with screws to make it so my bone stays together. And yeah, I could have almost died in there. Like, if I had such bad, like not in surgery, but when I broke my leg, it was so bad. And so after the surgery was done, I had to stay in the waiting room, like, basically like, just to make sure you're okay after the surgery. So I had to stay in this room for 3 hours, talking to this guy about League of Legends. And I don't even play League of Legends. And after that, saw my parents and stuff, and they brought me up to a room. And I was in the hospital for about a week. And after that week was done, I was home away from school for about 2 weeks. When for the first week, or first half of a week, I was in a wheelchair because it was so bad. And then I was on crutches, and then I pretty much just, after 6 weeks after the surgery, I was able to put a little bit of weight. After 8 weeks, I was probably walking without crutches. I was limping a bit. And after about like 2-3 months, I was walking super good, and then now I can run and stuff, which is good. And so yeah, like that was the story of me breaking my leg horribly a year and a half ago. It has been story time with Vectorr, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.